Hello, hello, hello. Shh. Hold on. I can't hear if my sound is up.
Hey, I'm trying to put this in my hair.
You trying to put it in? Okay.
I'm going to put it.
Okay, sound is on. Good, good. Uh-oh. Okay, I got it. I got it.
You got
Right.
it.
Go to the room.
Okay, baby.
Thank you, baby. Okay, wait. I almost forgot. I have a new rig. I don't know if anyone's here. Hey, James. Let's see if this sound. I have a new mic holder thing, and okay. Big girl,
What did you do?
cutie pie. Go in your room.
I got here.
Okay, so Marcus will be back in a little bit, and he will hang with baby girl. Come on. You're goofy. Where's your Kindle?
No.
You got your Kindle in your room.
Guess what, baby? Guess what?
Hey Teresa, how you doing?
Guess what, Mommy? I have new eyes.
Yes you do. Go in your room, please.
See?
You're silly. All right, shh. Go play in your room, baby. All right, so this is kind of an emergency stream. I'm not ready to even be on camera, but I'm doing this because I think it's important to talk about something, this one thing in particular. Every once in a while, I come up on a blind spot of something I didn't realize I needed to cover, and this is one of those situations.
I see you.
I see you. I see you here.
Mommy.
Ah, here, take this. Go in your room and play with it. Go. Fly. Be free. Okay. So, hey, Mama T, how you doing? Okay, so if you are... Take it in your room. Thank you. I love you. If you are currently in a DV situation, let's say, hypothetically, that you start dating someone and they move in with you. Their name is not on the lease. They move in with you. And then it starts to go bad, right? You need to be aware of the laws in the state you're living in. Please go in your room.
You need cheeks pretty.
You need what?
Cheeks pretty.
I don't know what that means.
You need cheeks pretty.
You need your cheeks pretty. All right. Come here.
Oh, what's that color?
This is a pretty gold color. And it's got a little bit of pink.
Pink?
Yeah.
I thought it was some dress.
Mm-hmm. All right, go in your room. Go play.
I think I don't want this dress.
It's really pretty on you. Makes you look like a fairy.
Hmm?
Yep. All right, go play. Go. Fly, be free. All right, so understanding the laws in your jurisdiction is really important. Because if your relationship goes south and you want them out of your place, right? You're done. You want them out. You're done. But if there are laws in your state or your jurisdiction that say that if they're there over 36 hours and they have personal possessions there, all this and that, then guess what? Now they're considered a legal tenant. Athena. Hey, come here. Come here. Alright, y'all. I will be right back. Just give me 1 second. I hit the wrong button. Okay. Alright, so because then if that person has stayed there long enough that they are considered a resident of your place, well then you have to go through the process of evicting them. This is not always easy. This can be time consuming, and if you're in a situation that is dangerous, the last thing you want is for them to come back to your property or to your residence, right? Hey, Whisper, or Josh, how you doing? Okay, so if you have a situation where things have escalated, a weapon has become involved, that is dangerous. It doesn't matter if they're threatening to hurt themselves or you or someone else. It does not matter. It is dangerous. And if that is happening, then they should not be in your place, because chances are it isn't going to stop. Huh? Okay, baby. Go in your room and play with your toys.
I have to take you.
Build a castle.
Huh?
Yeah, go build a castle.
I don't know how to build a castle.
You have built several castles. Big castles. Go ahead. Play with your Legos. So, the question that I have right now is, how do you stay safe in a situation like this, where the person has a copy of your key and knows the code to get into your building and all this and that? That is not an easy situation. Then you're going to have to figure out a way to secure your door when you're in there so they can't get in while you're sleeping or whatever, right? And also, I would advise letting your neighbors know what's going on and that you don't want that person in your residence at all. And if that person pops up, call the police and have them arrested, because they no longer have permission to be there. But you have to start the eviction process. Let them know that there's a DV situation, and it's a process, right? 36 hours is ridiculous. I don't understand how any jurisdiction can have. Wait, am I muted? Oh, okay. I got you. I don't understand how 36 hours can be considered a person having residency there. That is not very much time, and it doesn't make sense to me. But different jurisdictions have different laws. So I highly advise that everyone learn what those laws are, right? I mean, if you're going to have a friend come stay, how long can they stay before they become a resident in your property? And then you have to evict them to put them out. Shoot, if you only knew the night I've had. The past couple weeks have been insane. I'm not complaining. This is what I do. But Jesus, people, okay, so If you're in a DV situation and you feel like you're done, you're done. You want nothing more to do with it. You have every right to say, I'm done. I want nothing more to do with this. You're abusive. This isn't working out. This relationship is not working, and walk away. You have every right to do that. And that other person doesn't have a right to try to tell you, well, if you break off the relationship, I can't see myself with anyone else, so then I'll take a knife and I'll eat myself off the planet. That is coercive control. That is coercive control. If you try to control someone else's decisions or behaviors against their will by threatening to yeet yourself off the planet, that is abusive. Well, thank you. She's a goofball. She's probably the only reason I'm sane right now. One of them. She's pretty amazing. Okay, so you do not have to stay in a relationship to keep someone else from hurting themselves. That is a manipulation tactic. It's manipulation. And when I'm sitting there talking to the person who did it, and they're like, oh, I promise I'll never do it again. I swear I'll change. Guess what? That is all textbook standard responses from abusers. I swear to God, there's a script somewhere, and all the abusers have the script. And they say the same exact things. It's just mind-boggling. They all say the same things. But I didn't mean to. But I swear I'll change. I'll grow. I'll do this, do that, XYZ. Promise you the sun, moon, stars, and Saturn. They're not going to do any of that. They're not going to do a damn thing. They're going to act like they changed. They're going to act like they're sorry and whatnot for a few days, a week, maybe 2. And then something will happen that touches on their insecurities or whatever, and they're right back to the same behavior that was the problem in the first place. Right back to it. No substantive change. No real attempt at healing or growth or self-accountability or any of that. It's just rinse and repeat. It's a cycle. It is a cycle. It is called a cycle for a reason. Hey, be right with y'all. 1 second.
I'm not a disembodied head right now. Hi, everyone.
Don't.
I'm going to eat your face. Do you have a flower in your hair?
Yes, I do.
It's adorable.
It's, baby girl.
That's not the right place for it. Oh, forgiveness.
She stuck that in my hair.
Yeah, she's done it to me a couple times as well. Let's see.
I think she was trying to add to my brain or something. I don't know.
There we go.
Go away. Okay. I mean, I'm okay. I'm just worried. I'm worried for someone. I'm doing this stream in particular for a reason. Everyone has a right to feel safe in their home. And if you're in a relationship and you don't feel safe in your home, and it's your home, then that person needs to go. And you have every right to tell them to go. And if you tell them to go, they should go. They should get their shit and leave. And if they fight you on it, and if they bust out a knife, then you are in direct danger, because that can easily escalate. And I don't want to go to your funeral. I really don't want to go to your funeral, but I will. It'll be one of many that I have been to for women who men just, couldn't control themselves, right? They just, couldn't stop and think about the choices they are making. Abusers make the choice to abuse. They make that decision themselves. It is not your fault. You didn't tell them to do X, Y, and Z. You did not tell him to grab the knife. He chose that. Everything I'm saying just to validate. And I'm telling you what you already know. That's all I'm doing. And I'm trying to, at the same time, give you knowledge of what the terminology is for the things that these people do. So if this person is trying to put down your mother to you and act like your mother's a bad person, or your father, your friends, etc., that is social abuse. That is an abuse tactic to isolate you, to control you. If they knew what you did for a living when they met you, but now all of a sudden what you do for a living is a problem, and you're supposed to change your career, your work field, whatever, to conform to what they want it to be, that is another form of control. Why? Well, if you're making more money than they are potentially, then you're going to have the finances to get out of that relationship. So if you take a lower paying job that is more to their standards, you're going to be more reliant on them. That is another isolation tactic, and that is abuse. What you do for a living is your choice, especially if they knew when they first met you what you did for a living and they were fine with it then. It's all of this. It's all meant to get you to conform to what they want you to do. Whatever that might be, whenever it might be. So when is enough enough? Is it going to get to the point where what you're wearing is a problem? The makeup you wear, how you do your hair, how you take a bath. All of these things over time can become a means of control for an abuser. It happens all the time. It happened to me. My makeup was a problem. So then it's called forced defeminization. All of a sudden, you can't do your hair the way you do, or your makeup the way you like to, or wear whatever clothing you like to wear. It gets worse over time. It gets worse to a point that you look in the mirror and you don't even recognize yourself. Like physically. So if at the very beginning, if there's a knife that's being produced and the person is threatening to yeet themselves off the planet to control you, that is what that is. It is an attempt at controlling you. That is coercive control. If that's at the beginning of the relationship, how's it going to be a year down the road? 5 years down the road? 10 years down the road? Are you going to be the same person? Statistically speaking, Most women who are involved in a DV situation go back 7 times. Because their abusers are really good at manipulation and they're really good at talking their way back into the relationship. Because they're good at the sympathy ploy. Oh, feel bad for me. Feel bad for me. Yeah, I messed up and brought a knife into the situation, but I didn't mean it. I wasn't trying to hurt you. That wasn't meant to scare you. Bitch, please. When I'm sitting there conversing with someone who is the abuser in the situation, and they're sitting there trying to turn me into a flying monkey and utilize me to deliver messages to the victim, baby, I am the exact wrong one to do that with. And trying manipulation tactics and all that shit on me? Really? That ain't gonna work with me. Instead, what it shows me is that my opinion of the situation was correct. This dude is abusive, and he's only going to get worse because he's not fully facing himself. And his decisions, what he chose to do, the way he chooses to behave, that's all on him. This will get worse. This relationship is not viable. It is not positive, and it is not safe. So, okay, I'm going to talk to the chat real quick. I'm sorry, y'all, that this is an emergency stream. I was not planning to stream today. I hope so. I hope so. Yes, me too. Because, you know, abusers can go to therapy. A person who is abusive can go to therapy. And it can take years of work, but they can heal. And they can become better people. But they have to choose to. And it has to be real. A real choice, not this, you know, I'm upset now and don't want to suffer the consequences now for my actions. So I'm just going to placate and manipulate. Jesus Christ. So much manipulation. Yes. Yeah, I need to get back on my streaming schedule. Very much so. It does get better. Man, when you get out and you get over that, the psychological effery that goes on in your own brain, oh man, it gets so much better. Diet, yeah. Denying foods, yep. Yes, indeed. Yeah. That right there. All of this right here. All of this right here. Oh Lord, I had a night, so I'm a little bit wired, and that's why I'm doing this stream, to get it out of me. I mean, I do acknowledge that, but right now the conversation is about women who are in abusive situations. And the context of this stream is about women who are in abusive situations that could very easily become deadly. I do acknowledge that, yes, there are men who are victims, but it is rare for their lives to be on the line. It happens, but it's rare. Yes. Yes. You know, she deserves Better. Way better. Red Bull is horrible compared to Razor. Eeh. I don't even understand how anyone can drink that stuff. Okay. All right. So, if you are getting into a relationship, make sure what your local and state really, what the laws are about living with someone. You want to know that ahead of time. Because if things go south, and they can go south, everything can seem great, fine, wonderful, dandy, everything's perfect. And then out of nowhere, bam. That's how it was with my ex. Oh, he was great and charming and everything, right up until he wasn't. And by that point, we were already living together, right? So make sure you know what your local and state laws are. It can be different from state to state. In some states, well, in Michigan, I just found out it's 36 hours. Was it 36 hours? I'm going to have to check on that because it's been a night. Yeah, that's true. I agree with you. There should be. Actually, that's not a bad idea. The only bad thing is abusers will become aware of that. So, yep, I agree with you. True. Look, your home should be a place of safety. It shouldn't be at any given point it becomes a war zone. You should not feel uncomfortable in your own home because there might be something. Maybe you make the macaroni and cheese wrong, or it can be anything, right? With an abuser, there's no telling what can set an abuser off. You shouldn't be walking around on eggshells in your own home. That should be the place where you can let down your guard. And as women, we have to keep our guards up everywhere we go. Can we have one place where we feel safe and we don't have to worry? Wouldn't that be great? Also, love is not supposed to destroy every aspect of your life that the other person doesn't like. If that's the case, if there are a lot of things that just aren't meshing, etc., then time for a new relationship with someone else who already fits that criteria. Wait, what? I don't know what you mean by this. I've studied Krav Maga for a good chunk of my adult life, but there are times when that isn't going to help. Why not prepare? I mean, that's... How about we change it? We change the question. Abusive people, go to therapy. Work on yourself. Instead of asking that question of why not prepare, how's about we say, why do abusers do it? And why don't they fix themselves and grow the fuck up? Because this question is victim blaming. So this is true. That is very true right there. Yes. Also, you can prepare all you want to with Krav Maga and all these other fighting tactics, etc. But when it's someone you love, and you're in a relationship with and they are abusing you, that changes the whole dynamic. Is it a red flag if your partner gets jealous that you changed? That, I mean, to me, that would, red flags are basically, you take all of the things that are worrisome, right? And you put them all together. It's not just one thing or another, it's a bunch of things usually. If your partner is accusing their buddies of looking at you, that's jealousy, and that can escalate. Jealous over the Alexis having a male voice, that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. That is silly. I would yeet that. That ass would be on the curb. Bye, Felicia. Telling people to prepare ahead of time. Okay, I was in bed asleep and my ex put a gun to my head. So what should I have done? Because I studied Krav Maga for most of my life. But in that situation, what could I do? Nothing. Saying prepare ahead of time is in fact victim blaming, because you can never fully prepare for everything that can happen. Instead, flip it, switch it to abusers need to stop doing what they do. Place the blame where it belongs. That's bad. That's bad. That smacks of extreme insecurity, and that will only get worse. No, that just made me want to fight even more, which I did. I mean, a lot of the time they learn it in childhood. Also, our general culture, everywhere you look in the media. Look at how women are treated in movies, TV shows. It's all over the place. And a lot of the time it's justified. Well, why wasn't she prepared ahead of time? Why didn't she fight back? Did she say no? Why was she drinking? What was she wearing? What kind of makeup did she have on? How did she have her hair done? Why was she walking around at night? How many people has she slept with? You're 100% missing the point. So he's saying the abuser needs to realize and telling a woman to look at the laws is letting a woman know and be prepared for, if you're going to have someone move in, how can you get them out if things turn abusive? It's not the same as learn Krav Maga. I recommend everyone learn Krav Maga, but it isn't going to always be the thing that helps. Yes, the abuser should not abuse. 1000% correct. Telling a woman to prepare by learning close quarters combat. This is my field of expertise. I have been grilled for the past 2 or 3 weeks about how I am actually an expert by ex-coworkers. Saying prepare ahead of time by learning Krav Maga, making a blanket statement like that, understand, yes, I do recommend doing that, but understand it's not going to work in every situation. But statements like, hold on 1 second. Give me 1 second. This right here. You said it repeatedly. that comes off as very victim blamey. I'm telling you how this looks to survivors. I'm just a little bit of insight. This can look very blamey, like we didn't prepare ahead of time. We didn't, get ready. Most of the women I know think about any possible outcome. What do we do if we're home and we're in the shower and someone breaks in? These are things we think of. That's why true crime is so big right now, because that is a means for us women to look at ways that we can defend ourselves. It comes off as victim blaming. I'm just letting you know. Hey, Noelle, how you doing? I hope your meeting went well. Okay, I get you. I get you. Okay. Wait, you had a friend yank you by the hair? That's a friend? If one of my friends did, okay, if Noelle, look, if Noelle came up to me, and I've known her for a long time, if she came up to me and yanked me by the hair, we'd have a problem. She's a lot bigger than me and she has a lot more reach, so she might whoop my ass. But that's not cool. I mean, that's not a thing that a friend does. I don't think I've ever had a friend do that. I think, okay, I get you. I must have missed one of the posts or something. Today has been intense. I'm just gonna put that out there. I think so. I mean, in my school at one point we had archery, fencing, and I jumped into both of those with both feet, and then a few other things that were really, really handy. And I think it really helped with my sense of being able to defend myself and like for myself and not needing to rely on anyone else. So yeah, like baby girl, she's going to be into training as soon as she's ready. No, that's weird. That is weird. I've never had a friend grab my hair like that. There would be a problem. Yeah, and hair is a big no-no. No, don't touch anyone else's hair, man. That's weird. I'm not really stressed. Oh Lord, I don't even know how long I was on the phone with this self-absorbed idiot who was trying to turn me into a flying monkey. I mean, if you want to piss me off. That's just not going to happen. So, everyone has a right to feel safe in their own home, in their own relationship. I highly recommend learning as much as you can, the laws in your jurisdiction, because in each jurisdiction it's different. Read your lease. If you're renting, look at your lease and see what it says about how long you can have someone stay there, and they're just a guest, right? But also, just consider. I didn't do this with Marcus, which was weird, but the way things are progressing right now with the country as a whole and everything else, I would say wait a good 6 months or more before you move in with someone, because people are losing their damn minds. It feels like. So, yeah. I mean, I don't blame you. because that's not appropriate for a friend to do, to grab your hair. That's not, that is just really, really weird, inappropriate. And if someone who I was friends with did that to me, they would never hear from me again. Yeah, man. I was nice about what I said, but I was like, you really trying to turn me into a flying monkey? Really? That's not going to work out well for you. I need all the hugs. It has been a rough few weeks. Oh my God, man. I had a video go viral. And from that, I learned that this country is foobar, worse than I thought it was. And I've just been communicating with people who have been through hell. So, like since Christmas, I haven't been live streaming because I had thousands of messages that I had to get through. So, boundary testing, yes, that is true. Well, that's cool. That's what we're here for, just to help. Yeah, anytime anyone touches you or grabs you or any of that without your consent, that is a violation of your boundaries and limitations. And you have a right to say no, and no is a complete sentence with a period. And if they don't respect that, yeet them into the sun. That is a good idea, actually. Loud, although it's late here, so I don't know if I can listen to it loud, but yes. So things have been crazy over in my side of the world a little bit, but now that I've gotten through the messages and everything, it was a lot. So I will be able to start live streaming again. It was just a lot to keep up with. So yeah. So if anyone's watching this and had messaged me from the video on TikTok, don't worry. This is what I do. And I'm glad for everyone that did reach out, because I have at some point I'm going to do a stream about this subject, what I've been working on for the past couple of weeks, and we'll go over all of it. Crutch 40. That doesn't sound familiar. I might have to look it up. All right, food. I call food. Food time. Food chat. I had Taco Bell waiting for me in the living room. Yep. Oh boy. I'm sorry, y'all, by the way, for the really late stream. This is really late for me to be streaming. But I'm putting this out there in case anyone needs it and they need the validation a few times maybe or whatever. Because if one person is dealing with something like this, then really it's not one person. It's a bunch of people out there in the world dealing with similar situations. So, and it was a blind spot. Oh boy. Oh, I hate you right now. Roasting in the oven. That sounds good. Pineapple pizza. You're evil. Oh, pho. I miss pho so bad. I miss pho. Look, any of y'all out there, if you have not had pho, understand if you go have some, you will become addicted to the pho. That sounded weird, but it was not. It's a soup. It's Vietnamese, and it is probably one of my favorite things on the face of the planet. And boba tea is pretty good too. How did I say that right? Oh yeah. All right, so this is gonna be a shorter stream than usual. Where did my? Oh, there it is. Got the candle. Hey, babe. What's up?
Just a reminder to everybody to hydrate.
I know I don't have a moderator right now. It's
Yeah, it's kind of sporadic.
I was not planning on it.
Cool.
Man, that candle smells so good.
Oh, we're at the food portion of the video, I see.
Yep. Because I have Taco Bell in the living room, and I'm like, yay.
I told you to eat.
I know, I just wanted to get this. It's late, you know?
And
You have your own.
I drink it all.
I love you.
You want to see how fast this McDonald's Verner's disappears?
You cannot have my, whatever this is.
Baja Blast.
Okay. I love you. Go away. Oxtail chicken foot Jamaican soup with the pumpkin broth. Oh my god. That sounds...
James, that's not fair. That is very delicious stuff.
That is evil.
Hey, he's Eastern, just like us.
Yeah, it's 10:22 here too. I need to start streaming every day again. Well, not every day, but like on a schedule.
Yep.
Yeah, what was it? A couple days ago, Marcus made mac and cheese, and oh my god, it was so good. Seasoned to perfection.
There's a little bit of cumin and paprika and onion powder. I put another seasoning in there. I don't remember what it was. Butter. Like a half of a stick of butter, practically. And like a cup of regular cheese.
It's like food porn or something. I mean, it was so good. Oh my god, it was just not right. You want to try Taco Bell? You don't look. Taco Bell is not actually.
It's not the greatest.
It's not.
It's American Mexican food that's been like mass produced.
I mean, it's okay in a pinch, but it's just not the same. Now, if you're ever in New Orleans, you have to go to Juan's Flying Burrito. Their burritos are, oh my god, everything there is just ridiculous. I think it was, I'm trying to remember what kind of, I think it had the 3 cheese, it was grated cheese, you know, that you get pre-grated in the bag. I mean, I'm not sure which is better, actually. Because I've eaten prison food because I'm an ex-correctional officer. Prison food is pretty bad. I don't know. Taco Bell might be better than American prison food. Not by much. I need new pans. Like, we lost all of our like baking stuff. Like, I don't know. I want to make beer bread, but I don't have a bread pan, so I can't do that. Sucks. this candle is amazing. Pumpkin broth recipe, please. Yes. Look, that sounds really good. That sounds ridiculously good. Although I don't like the pumpkin spice things that they sell at like Starbucks or whatever, that's just weird to me. I'm like, eh. But like actual pumpkin, like real pumpkin pie and all that, so good. Yeah, no, it's not. It's not good. Prison food is not good. Because I was a sheriff's deputy, so did not make a lot of money at all. And I was like, instead of spending money on lunch, I'll just eat the food there, right? That only lasted a couple weeks. I was like, man, this is nasty. It's inhumane, I think, really. And dangerous. I got a really bad stomach bug from the food there. Oh, wow. I wish. I don't know. I'm thinking about I used to do a thing way back in the day. I used to make cough drops, homemade cough drops, and I'm thinking about starting to do that again. And now they have molds that are they're silicone, so you can actually like get the pieces out easier. Are you gonna come on my lap or what? What are you doing? We have a rare visitor. Do you want to say hi? Oh, that's cute. We're gonna put this candle that I will not light the house on fire. Ah, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay, so we have a visitor, but she's on my lap. You want to say hi? No? So we have Bast here right now. Oh, another one. Look at that. Okay, so I have blocked like 5 trolls so far. That is weird. All right, y'all. I'm just doing this stream tonight to validate and reinforce to someone that they are not crazy. You're not wrong. It's not you. It's not you. There's nothing wrong with you. You're not alone at all, by any means. And, there are many of us survivors out here who see what you're going through. We get you. We get you. And it will get better. It will get better. And I'm going to start looking into the resources that there are here in my area. But it goes jurisdiction by jurisdiction, right? So we have local, state, and federal. So you have to look into resources on all of those avenues. So you have claws, right? I have a ginormous black kitty on my lap with huge claws. She's a dragon. She's not really a cat. All right, so I'm going to try to, what day is today? Fire. Today's Thursday. All right, I'm going to try to live stream tomorrow at the normal time. But things have been there's been a lot going on. And I will explain a lot more about that later. Are you going to, hold on. You can kind of sort of see her. Fast. She never comes up in my lap. She's probably wanting food. Because, if her food isn't at the correct level, then it's a problem. This is true. This is very true. Oh, that right there. Look, see. In the About section on my YouTube, there is email. I check my email throughout the day. Also, on TikTok, if you follow me on there, let me know who you are on here, and I'll follow you back, and then you can message me there also. Since Hurricane Ida, things have been kind of up in the air, and it's been hard for me to keep a tight schedule like I normally do because things have been weird, y'all. Like, there's been a lot going on. But I'm going to try to get back on it with a regular schedule. But then I also have work now. I have work now. So I have to balance everything, right? And I have a 4-year-old. So it's just going to be a bit insane on my end until I get the schedules put together. Yes, she's a old kitty. She's about, I think, I don't know, 12 or 13 years old. So, oh boy. About to have 2 cats on my lap. And hopefully they do not fight. This might suck for me. Oh boy. All right, y'all. I'm going to try to live stream tomorrow at the normal time, which for me is 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And remember, you have the right to say no, and your no should be respected. It's not a problem. Not a problem. That's what I'm here for. Look, you don't have to put up with anyone trying to change you to make you what they need. What they need is to get their own head examined and find somebody who is actually the person they need to be with or who would fit with them. You don't have to conform to anyone else's needs or standards. You can just be yourself. Right on, right on. I hopefully will see y'all tomorrow. And Josh, I might do a panel tomorrow because that's going to be the 20 tab stream tomorrow. And it's a lot. That's going to be really interesting. So if you're free, what is it with all these spam bots? What the hell? It's weird. Okay, so tomorrow is going to be a really interesting stream. I'm looking forward to it. I can get all the tabs off of my computer. Yay! All right, y'all. I'm going to go eat. I'm starving. I love y'all. Have a good night. And to you, the person I'm doing this stream for, I'm sending you hugs. It'll get better. Bye, y'all.